Now, look, most likely this is an uncomfortable topic for a lot of you ladies because it's your sex appeal. A lot of it has to do with something that you cannot control. The good thing about it is that it doesn't matter how unattractive you look. Trust me, you're gonna be able to pass on your genes. Okay, I mean it's at the minimum. Because with guys, guys have it a little bit bad in terms of only a few guys can pass on their genes. Women have it a little bit better in terms of most women pass on their genes. That's just a fact. Throughout history, most women have been able to pass on their genes. Even a woman with one leg that works at IHOP, she was able to pass on her genes. Okay, so but it's important to understand what makes a woman, like what are the elements of a woman's sex appeal. Okay, now look, the first one is this. It's pretty much, do you look fertile or not? That's the basis of physical attraction. Do you look fertile or not? Now, what's fertility? Fertility is being able to have a kid. All right? Now, fertility wanes in two different places, right? Age causes fertility to wane. Disease causes fertility to wane, right? And the last one, come on, I hope I remember. The last one is the age, disease, and oh my god, I forgot the last one, right? I literally knew the first one, right? So it's age, disease, and fuck, I forgot one. I forgot that one. God damn it. But the point is that and having a kid. Having a kid, right? Having a kid makes it harder to have another kid, right? The first kid is the best in terms of like your physique, like your body can handle the first kid. The more kids you have, the higher likelihood that the next one's gonna be a little bit more difficult, right? Because it means you're just getting older. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's why when a man sees a woman who looks like that she had a kid, now what are the factors of a woman looking like she has a kid? Increased weight, right? That's the first one. Stretch marks, right? That's another one, right? Well, I don't think it goes with the physique, but it also goes with the being very emotional. But that's not the whole point. Let's not even go there, right? But the point is that increase in weight and stretch marks are things that guys are actually they're wired for the most part not to be attracted to. Now, some stretch marks is okay. Some stretch marks is okay. But you know what I'm talking about? We're talking about the stretch marks from having a kid, right? Not the stretch marks because you got a little extra cushion, right? Not the stretch marks because you got some tickle bitties, right? It's more about the stretch marks from having a kid. So when a man sees it, evolutionarily, they were wired to see stretch marks and being overweight with her having a kid. And so his dick is saying, look, dude, she already has a kid. Go find a woman who's more fertile. That's the way they think of it, right? So in terms of looks, but also even gay men have this same mentality. When a gay man chooses another man, he doesn't choose another man from a woman's perspective. Looking at more his personality, what type of resources he's able to provide. This evolutionary wiring is so deep inside human males that even a male will look for female physical traits in another man. So they'll look for a man who looks younger, right? A man who has nice skin, a man who's in shape. Why is that? That motherfucker doesn't need to have a kid. But it's because men are wired to look for that in whatever they find attractive. So it could be that guy likes to fuck dogs. He's going to look for a dog who's younger. He's going to look for a dog who is in shape. The same thing that he'll look for in a woman, right? All right. So looks. Now, how do you affect this type of physical element in terms of your sex appeal? One, you get in shape. Two, you eat better because the quality of your skin says the quality of your immune system for the most part. If you have shitty skin, it's pretty much shitty immune system, and you want somebody with good immune systems in order to so that it could pass on those good immune system genes. So that means that guys are wired to not like a woman who has shitty skin. So you gotta take care of your skin, eating well, eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, which a majority of vegetarians are women, which is good. Also, looking like a character of a man's dream. That means if a guy, that's another element of the sex appeal. If a guy likes Cleopatra, Or a guy likes women who look like fucking pixie fairies, some shit, right? If you dress up like a fairy, all of a sudden he's gonna start projecting those emotions that he has. For example, Sailor Moon, right? Guys love Sailor Moon. If a woman dresses like Sailor Moon, the sexual desire that or an attraction that guy has for Sailor Moon, he's gonna project it onto you. That's how you can create that type of physical projection that increases your sex appeal, right? And also it goes down to adornments. Look at this, right? I'm applying these strategies myself. I got these, right? And look at the whole vibe it gives me. It changes my whole vibe. It just changes my whole vibe, right? I look like a fucking Cuban drug dealer. Hey, papi, what you got? You got me the good stuff. Déjame ver. Ok. Está bueno esto. Está muy bueno. Ok, papi. Para la próxima, yo creo que tú me traigas la cosa buena. Ok? O para afuera. Ah, pues está bien. Right? Like the whole vibe. It's how you adorn yourself gives you a whole vibe. So that's one thing. Looks. So that's why you have to find a look that you want. Do you want to give the look of the fucking a meditation woman who likes to meditate? Dress like that. And you're going to create a certain projection. Do you want to dress like a thought? Dress like that. Then those guys who love thoughts are going to project that onto you, right? Do you want to dress like a bohemian woman and attract a guy who's bohemian? Dress like a bohemian woman. And you're going to attract guys who like that type of projection, right? So the next one that affects a man's sex appeal is boundaries. If you give up the poom poom, well, I was going to say if you give up the poom poom too soon, he might judge you. Well, it depends on the culture, right? That's what I was going to say. It depends on the culture. Boundaries I'm talking about is more emotional boundaries. If a man sees, for example, if you have sex, look, and I say this, and I know a lot of you ladies don't like this. I'm not trying to be an asshole, and I'm not trying to tell you what you hear. What I'm about to say is the most obvious thing that a guy will say, but I'm not trying to say something to benefit me. What I'm saying is that quick sex is not what turns guys off. It's what comes with the quick sex. It's the fact that you're only doing it because you like him. And because of that, well, usually women take longer when they like the guy. I get it. But what makes him not like you is the fact that you keep texting him after sex. It's the fact that you don't leave him alone. You don't give them motherfuckers space. So if you have quick sex and then never text him again, I can promise you more guys will be chasing after you. That is a fucking fact. It is not the sex. It is the fact that you are codependent. And that's why you gave up the poom poom. Having boundaries pretty much allows a man to see you in your most attractive state. The word no is the most attractive word in the English language. The word no. If you don't learn how to say no, you're pretty much screwing your value, your sex value, sexual market value. And the reason why it's important is because your sexual market value is pretty much what's going to determine who's going to be your child's dad. If you have a shitty sexual market value and you don't know how to leverage it properly, you might end up with Tyrone, the personal trainer. You know? You might end up with Tyrone, the personal trainer. And I don't think you want that. Hey, wait a minute. I cannot let you do that. Don't forget, people, Tyrone's Jewish. Tyrone is a personal trainer. Tyrone has a lot of things going for himself. I do not appreciate this slander. If you're going to bring me up, make sure you say good things about me or I'll never come back. Anyways, Tyrone out, nigga. Okay, calm the fuck down. Making threats, right? So yeah, about having boundaries. Because if I have sex with a girl and she has no boundaries and she's always texting me, always calling me, always ready for anything that I say. Don't get me wrong, I would love that. But deep down, I'm not gonna respect her that much. I'm not gonna respect the poom poom that much, and that's a fucking fact. So if you want him to respect your sex appeal, give him boundaries. Don't let him have it all the time. It's not about how fast you give it, right? It's more about how much you make him feel like he's about to lose you per se. The next thing that affects your sexual market value is your network of friends. If you don't have a good network of friends and somebody breaks up with you, you're going to have a tough time with dealing with the breakup. And you might even go back and chasing the guy if you have a bad network of friends. Having a good network of friends allows you to get over breakups better. Allows you to be less needy. Allows you to have more confidence in yourself because your friends hype you up. But when you have a shitty network of friends, that doesn't happen. And also, if you know people in high status, you're gonna date higher status men, and your sexual market value goes up if you date and your sexual market value goes up whenever you date high status men. Why? Because if you date somebody who's rich, you're gonna get to know his rich friends, and I can promise you, if you're dating him, one of his friends are looking at you, and when you guys break up, you're gonna have access to his friends. And because of that, by having access to those friends, you pretty much have access to memory resources that you could provide for your child, so that you can send them straight to court, and then you can get that good child support. Anyways, so that's one thing, right? Hey, I don't appreciate that one bit. I don't find that funny at all. How dare you talk about the calamities us guys have to go through? Did you not see what Johnny Depp had to go through? And here you are making fun and making a joke out of child support. Tyrone out, nigga. Can't deal with this. Oh shit. Oh my God. Tyrone is not in a good mood today. Right? Your network, right? So by having a good network, it allows you to meet higher status guys who make money, right? And it pretty much assures you that if you stay in that area, if you know enough people in that area, you're gonna meet high status guys, which is good for your passing on your genes and shit, right? And the last thing is having emotional stability, right? If you're a woman who's desperate, no sense of purpose, it pretty much says this. One, you don't have any hobbies, okay? And the other thing is that you don't have any routines or goals that you're working towards. Having hobbies, routines, goals, and a good social circle, right? And when I say social circle, that also means good family and also maybe a therapist on the side. When you have that, you maintain your sexual market value. You maintain it where it should be, right? So you have emotional stability. Because if you don't have emotional stability, you're going to be chasing every guy. And your sexual market value is pretty much, your sex appeal is pretty much based on you. Based on you. How needy are you? How much pride do you have in not chasing a guy who's treating you like shit, right? How much strength do you have to not pursue a guy who's not pursuing you? To not pursue a guy who just cheated on you? Having a good emotional stability, which means good friends, you taking care of your mental health, you have good hobbies, you have good routines. When you have that, you have emotional stability. And that causes you to be able to have an ecosystem of positive emotions, where from within yourself, you produce positive emotions. You become your own ecosystem of good emotions, where you don't depend on the guy. Now, I'm not saying that you don't depend on people in general, because that's the point of having emotional stability. When you have emotional stability, you feel secure. When you have emotional stability, you feel at ease. And these things provide that easiness, if that makes any sense. Right? So if you are somebody who chases a lot, if you're a nice person, unfortunately, you need to get some help. It's actually a good thing. This channel came about because of me getting help, right? So that means reading books that fixes your problems. Because if you have mental health issues, ladies, that will screw up your relationships. Sooner or later, it will. And the sad thing is that it is what it is. I'm not saying sad in a condescending way, but most women are the ones that have mental health issues. In terms of having bipolar, depression, right? I bet most guys are the ones that murder out of anger. But what I'm saying is that a lot of women go through more emotional instabilities than men do. And you ladies have to work on that. Not work on that from a condescending way, but always be on alert. Always be aware that you have that part of yourself that you could potentially screw up in terms of losing your emotional stability. Because when you don't have emotional stability, ladies, you accept the wrong guys. You accept guys that are not even on your level, right? Because your emotional instability, your depression, your sadness lowers your self-esteem, and you pretty much attract the guy that matches your self-esteem for the most part. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want one-on-one coaching, go to mindfulattraction.org and you can get one-on-one coaching. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15.
16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.